Welcome to It's All for the Kids. We got Page Whalen all the way from Austin, Texas.
Hello. Good morning. Nice to
Good
be
morning.
here.
How are you? I bet, you're probably one of the warmest places in the country right now because it's been pretty chilly down there. It was like 46 in New Orleans yesterday,
Right.
50 degrees in the morning in New Orlando. So, hey.
Maybe it'll be 90 degrees by this afternoon. We don't know. Texas
Who knows?
always.
What? Hey, that's better than it being cold and all that St. Augustine grass dying out there down there.
That's true. That's true. We don't have any ice yet either, so that's a blessing.
Yeah, that's what Texas is known for, right? The ice storms. I remember Dallas having ice storms and icicles falling off of cars and, buildings walking down the sidewalks of Dallas.
Oh my gosh, that happened in Austin too. I think it's 2021. I still have a giant crack on the top of my car from ice coming off the wires.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dang. I figured, what, doesn't David pay you enough money to get a new car? What's up with that?
That was 2021.
Yeah, but, you still got the car. You ought to just go tell David, our buddy David Chin, hey, look, David, I need a pay raise.
Scratch on it. I need an upgrade.
Yeah. Exactly. Tell him you need a pay raise. You've been there a while now, right?
A couple months.
See, there you go. See, you passed the orientation period, the probational period.
That's true. Now we know he likes me and I can do stuff. So.
That's right. Well, absolutely, because we know that he's all over the place. We don't know where he is this morning, right? It's kind of like, where is Waldorf today?
Right, from Waldorf, yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Probably on a call. Probably been up since 4.
I bet you if I had any money to bet, I would bet that he's on his phone.
Oh, absolutely.
And if he has 2 phones, he's on 2 phones at the same time, right?
Absolutely. That's right.
So
both hands.
Yeah, exactly. Both hands, and probably has a third one, right? Probably one in each ear and probably talking on the third one.
Pager, Neuralink.
Yeah. Hey, do we even have pagers anymore? I mean, I think our phone acts as a pager, right?
Yes, absolutely.
You're probably so young, you probably don't even remember pagers and payphones.
I had a pager. I had a clear purple one.
Oh, wow.
I used to work at an ice skating rink, so I would get paged on the ice.
Cool. Hey, so what's new down there? I mean, I know that you guys are working on that whole NACL, the gaming and conferences that David's talking at. And hey, did you go to the United Nations when he went up there to speak in New York?
No, I wasn't on the team yet, but I saw some footage of it. It looked really cool. They did a lot of good stuff up there.
Yeah, because, he and I, we were working together, or we were going to work together. We didn't know each other, didn't even see each other. We were on the phone, 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. When the Super Bowl was in Phoenix. So we met in Vegas and we looked at each other like, hey, I know you. I know that voice. Hey, weren't you on this deal? He goes, yeah. So that's how we met, everything, so that we didn't even know each other, when we first met in Vegas, last year at the Super Bowl doing this stuff,
that's wild. That seems to be a bunch of people like meet David too. I mean, I used to work with Katie with her marketing agency, View from the Top. I was working with a startup crypto organization. So that's how I know David, is through Katie.
Oh, cool. Hey, Speaking of crypto, I don't know if you watched the last show that I had David on, that we started talking about doing the training down in New Orleans that we're going to do during the week of Super Bowl.
A little bit. You want to talk a little bit more about that and give me?
Yeah. So, he teaches, right, at about 10 different universities now?
Mm-hmm. SMU. A lot of them. Yeah, absolutely. We're working on getting some new curriculum too for Africa, Morocco, a couple other places.
Oh, well, if he gets to go to South Africa, we've been asked to do a charity golf tournament in South Africa in 2027.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They twisted my arm big enough that it's probably going to be like in January, February timeframe, because that's when it's warm down there.
Right.
You'll meet Damon Baptiste, when we're in New Orleans, okay? That's the family of music in New Orleans. He goes over to South Africa all the time of promotions and being there. He's the one that taught me into doing it. He said, Steve, it's time for you to go to South Africa.
Yeah. And he's going to be in New Orleans, right? He's
playing. Oh, yeah, because he's the one that's doing the music, figured out who's all playing and everything. And
nice. Who else is going to be there?
I guess. Well, you're going to have to be there because you brought up the infamous word of crypto, okay? So I had David commit to teaching. Now, whether or not he tips it over to Mike, okay, because when I met Mike the first time in Vegas, was talking about crypto and stuff. And I said, hey, look, there's so much crypto that's out there that you don't know. And people are saying, hey, man, I can help you do this. And
altcoins.
Yeah, you get into scam platforms, raise a lot of money, and then you go to get your money, and they turn around and say, no, you got to pay this fee. No, now you got to pay this fee.
Right. Yeah, you just got to be careful. You got to do your due diligence on stuff like that.
So you got to go find the people that you can actually, and even if you do phone calls with the person, you still get that's messed up. So I've talked David into on the second story of the floor of the clubhouse. They've got a smaller meeting room because downstairs we got the financial one with Reggie Grant doing. Right. I talked David into doing a gaming one and also teaching people crypto because I said, you got to teach this old man how to do this. So things like you brought the crypto up. I am behind. I mean, shit, I'm like 70 years old, girl. I am behind,
Don't look like it. Drop your skincare routine, Stevie.
Hey, so I got you coming to speak on crypto, Mike and David. So y'all going to have to do a little crypto to teach all us old people how to do it.
Love to. Can't wait.
So, yeah.
I love a good podcasting opportunity.
Yeah, and that's what I'm looking forward to because I know that Reggie Grant had a podcast on one time that had a bunch of people invited and they were talking about the mining, and a couple of guys wrote the books on how to do the mining or what to look out for, and also NFT and
non-fungible tokens.
Yeah, non-fungible tokens. I think that's how you say it, right?
Yes.
And so I'm
not doing too great right now, but I'm holding on for dear life.
Are you?
I am.
I got two of them, I think, of NFL players that play for the Eagles NFT cards.
Oh, that's really cool, actually.
That they taught me into getting for like $300, and they're worth more because I don't even know it, and I don't even hold them. Reggie Grant's got them. Okay, I haven't even seen.
Reggie Grant got the keys to your crypto. Oh.
Yeah, he's got the keys to the NFT.
No, he seems fine.
He's got the cards. Hey, look, I got peeps. That's why I got you, David, and Mike. Okay.
Right, we all got each other's back. You got this is Panda too, by the way.
Oh, cool. So is that your assistant to go get your cold beer out of the refrigerator?
Yeah, she loves the work from home life for sure. But I was telling David because his nickname's Panda when we first met. I was like, my poodle's name is Panda.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so we were aligned that way.
So how'd you come up naming your dog Panda?
She looks like one. She's got little white on her.
Oh, okay.
He acts like a little bear.
Oh, so did you ask David why he called his company Panda? Because he's called.
I don't know. I've heard the story a couple times. I don't want to butcher it, but someone just gave him the nickname Panda. David.
Wow. He is from Taiwan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it Taiwan?
Are pandas in Taiwan?
I don't know.
Let's ask or Alexa.
I know they're in the mainland China. I don't know if there's any over there in Taiwan or not. Hey, pick up the phone, call David. Hey, David.
David, where are pandas? All right. Let's tell us more about this.
So that's what we got going, on February 5th is that whole training, gaming, learning all that stuff. I didn't even know how big gaming was until I met David, right?
Oh my gosh, it's huge, especially the esports space and the North American Collegiate, the NACL.
Yeah.
As part of the GTIF family. We have a bunch of stuff going on, like working with those esports guys. And the future looks bright for them for sure. Isn't there like another mixer on Wednesday too?
Yeah, there's So we start out Monday night. It is New Orleans, so it's like a party every night. It's kind of like Vegas.
Oh, in February, please. I'm gonna give me some king cake.
Yeah.
Eat some gumbo. I'm sorry.
Well, you're gonna fit right in because that we got the king cake going several times. Because you might even be the lucky one that wins the one that's got the ring in it, right? Isn't it a ring that's put in the cake?
Or the little baby?
Yeah, put the little baby in the king cake.
I almost ate one time because I lived in Lafayette for a little bit, right?
Yeah, that's what you said. I mean, so you're like going home, like Stevie. You're going home
to see my friends. I'm really excited.
The West Bank, Lafayette, gonna have some. I mean, Lewis, that runs the chef he runs the whole Cafe Hope, that we're doing the foundation money for and everything. That, we got to talking about food. Here we are raising money for the kids, playing a little golf, doing training, workshops and everything. And what comes up first? The food. Okay, we got to have the good food. Now, we ain't doing no normal breakfast sandwiches. We got to have the beignets and the coffee with chicory, and you can do the cappuccino with the coffee, or you can just drink it straight black like some of us.
I drink it straight black, Stevie.
I do too, man. I ain't
I
not
love
one of these
that
wings.
taste too, that chicory taste.
Yeah, that licorice flavor. So we got that. So Monday night we kick it off with a pre-tournament party over there, hanging out, playing a little music and everything with Damon Batiste, the family of music of New Orleans.
And Chris Shepard, is he going to be there?
Yeah, Chris Shepard's going to be there, playing a little country. I don't know who's coming with them because he always shows up with 2 or 3 other people, musicians. And, of course, it's Super Bowl week, so there's no telling, who's going to be down there. Kenny Chesney might show up, or Blake Shelton. Blake lives in, he still has a house over there in Tishomingo, Oklahoma, so he could drive over.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Matter of fact, he and Miranda still had a house in Tishomingo with a big-ass lake in between their 2 houses. So,
Stop.
Yeah.
What a life.
So that's one thing I like about YouTube, man. We can just talk like we want to with whatever words. We don't have to worry about the FCC coming and getting us. and then Tuesday, we're going to kick it off with a golf tournament at 11 o'clock. It is, as good friends of mine in New Orleans say, the reason we're kicking off at 11 is because it takes us a little bit to get out of bed after the night before, and we always have to have a little bit of alcohol to keep the day started. So we're
and it's at Timberlane Country Club, right? That's where we're having it.
Yep. Yeah, not only there, but see, the country club knows how crazy it's going to be that they gave us a whole golf course. They said, we're not opening it up to the public. Nobody else, Stevie. It's just your group. So whatever y'all want to do, it's yours. So if we get anybody that can't make the gauntlet, of the New Orleans Hurricanes and the food and have to spend the night.
And the people.
Yeah. So that's Tuesday. And then, like you said, Wednesday, we got a couple workshops going. One on what Reggie's got going with his financial workshop with the different people with NFT and NIL and attorneys and basketball and football players and stuff. And then how we twisted David's arm, but it wasn't really hard. Okay. Cause he stands 6'4" and he can pound lumps on my head. But, I kind of like talked him into hosting a little deal upstairs, setting up a lounge for doing gaming. Cause I still want to see this because I still haven't seen how big this thing is. Okay.
You haven't? It's going to be so fun.
Man.
I haven't either. I haven't seen it in real life.
I mean, I've seen this whole thing. Well, I've seen David in real life, but I haven't seen these people playing gaming. Like, well, I know Avery, right?
Oh yeah.
And she's on Instagram, Facebook for everybody.
So talented. Oh my gosh, check her out.
Yeah, and I didn't have the heart to tell her, but that whole game that she started, that whole thing about the third rendition of, I forget, trying to find some mystery person or whatever. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Kind of. I want to know more.
Well, she's got that show. Remember, she's got that game.
Is it the mole?
Yeah, the mole. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Well, way back when, okay, this is like going back in story time, like when we used to have to walk 2 miles through, the 2 feet of snow to get to school, and
uphill both ways.
Yeah, uphill both ways. Had to cross the river.
100 our food.
Well, way back when I was in college, which people won't believe I actually went to college, okay? But
you heard it first.
Yeah, but one of the guys that lived in the apartment, actually back in the old days of before we had computers and then laptops, we had all that. I don't even know the name of the dang game machine, computers, whatever. I actually wrote a program for a mystery deal that you went in, you had to go in and get the bottle. And of course we all drank. Okay. No fooling. So you had to so when you went through here, it was kind of like playing Clue.
Okay.
And of course there was pictures of all of us that were in college, right? There were pictures of Stevie and the other guys and stuff in there. And there's a bottle of Jack Daniels. And if you picked up the bottle of Jack and drank one, then everything was like blurred. And if you were going left, you were going right, what have you. Okay.
Wait, that's so cool.
Yeah, so it was original
for getting drunk.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like playing Clue on a computer deal, okay? With the old days when you used to have those big old floppy disks, people probably don't even know what a floppy disk is anymore.
I mean, we still have some because my mom, she was the first woman in Odessa to go to University of Texas, the Permian Basin, and get a master's in computer science.
Wow.
So we had all of like the genesis of computers and all of that. So I feel like I was very blessed as a kid to play with floppy disks and break them accidentally because I like to take that little metal part off just to like mess around with it. But yeah, those were the days.
Yeah. So when I see Avery, I'm going to go, hey, look, I know when we used to do this with the old floppy disks to put them in a machine.
Right.
And of course, my roommates were a blast doing it because they always came up with different ways that mess up the game. That if you're in there, you were supposed to go through this whole thing, kind of like the TV series, show, and the movie and everything. And of course, they had stuff that would mess up, like pictures on the wall of us, would say something, tell people where to go. Hey, no, don't go in that door. Don't open that door.
They were testing your game.
Yeah, exactly. So we got that going on Wednesday, and then Thursday we're gonna probably go see the kids at Children's Hospital. Take a bunch of hats and have people like you and David and the NFL guys sign, golf hats for the kids.
Absolutely.
And see all the kids. And I don't know if we're gonna be able to go walk through the hospital because one of the first hospitals that we ever did a tour of the hospital, Brian Landry, and I'll see if I can get through this without tearing up, because when we went there, he did a tour of the hospital like no other hospital ever did. I mean, we went through everything you can think about. If you think of children that have been abused or cigarettes touched on their skin, anything that you can think of, that abuse type deal, you saw those kids. You saw the single teenage moms that were kicked out of the house because they became pregnant. You saw kids on oncology, the chemo machines, dialysis machines, the preemies that the little baby could fit in a cigar box,
right.
The kids that had to do bone marrow transplants, that were behind glass walls that you could see them, but they can't come out because they're getting ready to have that all done. Right. I mean, it was like a full-blown, what they used to call a cook's tour. Man, we went through everything of that hospital. Mm-hmm. And I told people, I said, if you can get through there without crying, you're not human.
Exactly.
I tell all the other hospitals.
Perspective, right?
Yeah, and I tell all the other hospitals they should do this, because I got news for you. By the time you're done, all you want to do is hand them a blank check and say, you fill in the dollar amount.
Do it. You take my money.
Exactly. So we're going to try to go see the kids.
Do it for the kids.
So we're going to take you and David and Katie, and I don't know if Avery's coming because she's in Phoenix. I don't know who's all David's got coming, right?
Mm-hmm. We're still confirming.
Because, he still has, he's like you, y'all got that huge entourage that travels with you.
It's because we're cool.
It is kind of.
You're part of it too. You're part of the entourage.
Well, thanks, man. I'm glad. I was hoping I was part of that whole thing because it's cool seeing, So we got that Thursday, and then Thursday night we got Let It Burn cigar party out at the golf course with live music and different than most cigar parties. So anybody that's coming that doesn't smoke a cigar doesn't have to worry, because we've got the area, got a huge tent with live music going. You can play cornhole. You can putting, golf balls on number 9 green. We've got the pickleball courts set up. We've got all that stuff set up. And driving range. So you can do all kinds of stuff that you don't have to just sit in there and listen to music and smoke cigars. You could be outside, because hopefully the weather's not going to be nasty like it was in Vegas.
Oh, how was the weather in Vegas?
45 and raining.
Wow. Sounds like that today.
It was so nasty.
I have a feeling it's going to be great.
Matter of fact, I didn't even know how a bunch of the girls showed up for the golf tournament, the NFL golf tournament, and other ones that were there, and skirts. And I'm like, girls, do you know how cold it is? I'm like, and of course they'd be coming in the clubhouse, and Reggie would have his workshop going that had food and coffee. So they were crashing Reggie's, his whole financial workshop to get warm and come get some bagel and drink some coffee to warm up.
Well, you know what they say, right?
No.
Hot girls don't get cold.
Well, that's probably true. That's probably true. You know, I'm gonna remember that one. And if anybody asks me where I came up with that phrase, I'm gonna go. Page told me that hot girls don't get cold.
Girls don't get cold. We go find something to keep us warm.
Exactly. So, hey, so I know that y'all part of that NACL. So you're working on a couple other universities. Because I know he's doing Tulane, OU. He's doing SMU. I think SMU was like the first one. I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, he's got a couple in Florida. He's like all over the place. I mean, you know.
He is. I mean, we got a couple surprises on the horizon.
Well, God, surprises.
Like the BKFC event. Steve.
Oh, I know.
Happened in Philly.
I have some
surprise,
hey,
but
so you're, I know you're a girl, okay?
Oh, thank you for noticing.
Yes. Yeah, so do you go sit in the front row when he sits in the front row, that bare knuckle,
I've never been. So we're gonna have an opportunity to be right around the action, is my understanding. But I've never been to an event like this before. I'm brand new to the team still, so this will be a great opportunity for me to get to know like how everything works in real life. Now I haven't even met David in real life yet, so that'll be exciting too.
Oh, you haven't?
No, I've only met Katie.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me tell you, he's like 6'4", okay? He might even be 6'6", okay?
Me too. I don't look tall, but I'm 7 foot. Mm-hmm.
Way to go, girl. Shit, I am a midget. Damn. I told the NFL guys when I got my picture taken with them, the first tournament I did in Phoenix with them, before, a couple of years ago, I told them, I said, damn, man, I need to get some elevator shoes. And they said, Stevie, you need more than that. Because I look like the midget. I'm standing in the front row and they're all standing behind me, right?
You just got to walk around the school.
Yeah, I look like a damn midget, like I'm on my knees or something.
Well, we won't judge you for that. No, but what else? We were talking about just getting to Philadelphia and visiting and looking at all the fighters and working with the people. That's what I'm most excited for. It's just that whole experience. Just like with this New Orleans event, it's going to be so great to work with Cafe Hope and the Children with Cancer Center and meet everybody there and have you there too. It's just all very exciting season for us, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And then, right around the corner from that, we jump into May out there in Phoenix. So,
let's talk about that.
And you guys are well connected in Phoenix and everything. So, I mean, yeah. So we tear everything down in New Orleans and run over to the Phoenix, Scottsdale area and hang out by the pool and start this whole party all over again.
That's right. And that's in May. What
yeah.
May
15th.
Yeah, 15th through the 16th. 15th through 17th.
Yeah, it's like May 13th through the 17th, I think, something like that.
Nice.
Yeah, so
we'll get some updates on that too as it gets closer. I love this show. This is so
cool. So it's really kind of cool about this deal, okay, is that got you coming on. We get to have you. I'm glad that you're coming to New Orleans because, and not only that, but I know how busy David is, so I'm glad to see that he's Stevie's got to learn how to get some peeps, okay? Because I know he's got like you, he's got Katie, he's got Mikey, he's got a few others, So I mean,
well, let's go call him while y'all run to a commercial real quick. We'll go call those.
Yeah. Hey, let's do that commercial. Let's do a commercial. We can call him up and see where he's at. So let's throw that commercial up and we'll be right back.
Do you like a good cigar? Not me. I like a great cigar. And if you enjoy a great cigar, like these guys, then you want SGC cigars. Not only do you get a great smoke, but a portion of the proceeds from each cigar goes to help the children. And let's face it, it's all for the kids. And if it ain't fun, we ain't doing it. Enjoy. Did somebody say cigars? Well, hey, plan on coming down to the SGC Big Easy Let It Burn Cigar Party on February 6, 2025, 7:30 till, who knows when. Timberlane Country Club, West Bank, New Orleans, hosted by Mike Bankston, Daryl Clack, and benefiting the Cafe Hope and NOLA Children's Hospital. Be there.
Hey, welcome back to It's All for the Kids with Paige. Hey, Paige, you know that cigar commercial, that's not a bad little deal, having little cigars in your Fireball, okay?
That's right.
Because you're not a rookie,
I'm not a rookie.
I mean, this is going to be kind of cool. We're not going to have to teach you how to do this.
No, I might teach y'all a few things.
All right. I'm
first rodeo, but y'all the first one I've been to this rodeo with.
Hey, I'm game for that. So yeah, the cigars, we got started about 3 years ago. We're hanging out back after Cinco de Mayo, and good friend of ours that can pick them up for the cigars came along and said, hey, we could sell these for like $10 a cigar and raise money to help the kids. And so we started with plain ones. Then we got them infused with Kahlua, bourbon, cognac, vodka, you name it. And if anybody, and we do special ones, okay? We've done the spice rum with the Kraken rum in them. So, if you came up at Christmas time, we've done special ones with the white chocolate liqueur and Godiva chocolate liqueur cigars. And
I've never had one of those.
I know you're like a novelist that haven't smoked any, but what's really kind of cool is you don't inhale, okay?
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about that. And in their age, 12 years, the tobacco, so there's very little, if any, nicotine still left in them, okay?
Okay.
The Kahlua are my favorite, okay? Because we also make them with Pete puts on, and Pete's the guy that owns the tobacco company, and his family owns the tobacco farm in Nicaragua, okay?
Okay.
And so he makes his own concoction of molasses and honey that put on the tip of the Kahlua cigars. So we make them a little sweet.
Wow. Okay.
So instead of being chemical, because all your sweet cigars that people buy, the sweetness is done with a chemical. So this is done with taking molasses and honey and putting it on the tip of the cigar.
The molasses and the honey is all natural.
Yeah.
That is interesting. This is something brand new. I've never heard of this. It's kind of like an experience.
Exactly. And we probably sold, we've selling for $10 a cigar, and I think we've sold probably at least a couple grand, about 2,000 cigars easily.
Congratulations. Well, February.
Not telling how many I bought, okay? Because, Stevie starts smoking these all the time now because, on the golf course, you got to have a cigar. So you're smoking at least 2 or 3. So
part of the fit.
You know that. See, so, and then, we also have the Mardi Gras hole. So we got a hole par 3 that if you get a hole in one, you get a trip to Mardi Gras that this year's in March, okay? Mm-hmm. It's not in February right after the Super Bowl like last year. It's kind of, I don't know how that works, okay? It's something to do with Ash Wednesday and the solar.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So.
And the planets aligning, something like that.
Yeah. And seeing how you are from New Orleans, I'm sure you've probably partaked in a few hurricanes.
Oh, well, I haven't lived in New Orleans. I lived in Lafayette.
Yeah.
But when I first moved there, we had to double 2 hurricanes. I think it was Laura and I can't remember the other one, but it was just like back to back. So we were putting up sandbags in the house, all of that. So hopefully this time will be a little more fun, huh?
Exactly. So this is going to be really kind of cool because we're doing the hurricane drink on the hole. So everybody's got to drink a hurricane out of a red Solo cup.
That's right.
And then try to hit a golf ball onto the green, okay, for a hole in one. So, if it ain't fun, we ain't doing it, girl. And you're going to fit right in,
I'm so excited. I will take my shot. I will play that game.
Not only that, but see, and with you liking Fireball and everything, you just need to talk to David and Katie about drinking Fireballs in Phoenix, okay?
Fireballs in Phoenix? The store.
Yeah, because like I said, David, we had one, and David goes, man, that's really good, man. You like another one? I'll go, sure, let's have another one, because usually I got like about 10 of those bottles in my golf bag.
Yeah.
So we take the second one, and I go, okay, David, so you want to man up and have a third one? And he's like, hell yeah. He wasn't going to walk from that challenge.
No, that's what I like that about David's attitude. And you too. Y'all love a good competition.
Oh man, we have so much fun when we got, and like I said, we just met, earlier, that year in Vegas. So, but it's like we knew each other for years. And then of course, Mike, walking around and having to, fit right in. He's like, hey man, don't leave me out.
Don't leave me. I'm in. He tagged in. He entered the chat.
So New Orleans starts out, like I said, February 3rd through February 6th, because that cigar party afterwards, go see the kids. David's got his workshop. So I'm sure he's going to be working with you to come up with the agenda.
Yes, we're finalizing it right now. We have to finalize the agenda for BKFC in Philadelphia too. We're getting all that done by tomorrow is the plan.
So when are you going to be in Philly? When are you going to be in Philly?
So it's going to be January 24th. The event is on January 25th at the Wells Fargo Center, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. It's going to be a lot of cool people there. I believe Eddie Alvarez is going to be there. Who's on the ticket? Yep. And Ben Rothwell will be there. He's fighting. It's going to be a lot of major names up in Philadelphia. Hopefully it'll be good weather there too. So
what day is the 24th? A Friday?
I believe it is. It should be a Friday.
I'm trying to think because I know the 29th is a Wednesday. So 26th would be.
Yeah, so the 24th is a Friday. The event is Saturday, the 25th. And then we'll be there the 26th and 27th as well. We're going to run some workshops for entrepreneurs and businesses, talk about what we do. David's going to do some speaking. And yeah, it's going to be a great time.
The 27th. Well, I know the 27th is a Monday.
So the 24th, I think we're going to get there. The 25th is the event. And then 26th, we'll wrap it up.
Shazam.
To go back to real life that Monday.
Go back to real life. Girl, you're living the dream. Come on. We know that.
Are we all living the dream? What am I?
Tell it like we know, baby. We know you're living the dream.
It's true. It's blessed to be here. That's for sure. It's been a
I mean, look, you're living
journey.
in Austin. You're living in Austin. You got good music. You got good food in Austin.
Good community, good people, good dog.
Yeah. And you got Panda sitting next to you.
Dude, she loves this me working from home thing. Oh my gosh.
I was going to say, man, she's sitting so quiet, not jumping up, running around, nothing.
Well, she's 9 years old. So that's she likes to be the lap dog now.
Oh.
She's a puppy.
And she's not barking either.
She's not a big barker.
Because I've had people that have dogs on, and they're having to yell at the dog saying, shut up.
Right.
Or get up and go close the door.
But she'll cry. She cries when I leave because I am pretty great. But that's the only thing. She cries.
Oh man. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun. Absolutely. I'm glad that you're part of it, and helping with it. Because one nice thing about it, you can either play in the tournament or you can roam around and talk trash and give Stevie and David and Mike and everybody else, shit about how bad we hit a shot, and drive around with a big old chest full of Fireball.
Golf cart.
Exactly. Because see, that's the nice thing about the golf course, letting us have the whole golf course. We can set it up with food on different holes. We can set up bars on different holes. We can have people running around with different alcohol. It's because it is Mardi
Gras, baby.
And it is Mardi Gras, baby. And people can dress up for it too. There might be some crazy people dressed up in costumes because New Orleans, they always dress up for parties.
That's true. I think I have some Mardi Gras colors somewhere. I need to get them out of storage. I definitely have a funny Mardi Gras hat.
Well, you can bring that because we got the beads. We got the beads.
There you go. We got the beads.
I already got, because that Mardi Gras hoe's got to have beads, right? So we'll have all the beads so people can put 4 or 5, strands of beads on. And of course, people have come on this show and go, so Stevie, what do you got to do to get the beads? And I go, look, whatever goes on the golf course happens on the golf course, and I have no control of it. Okay. So whatever y'all do, after drinking some hurricanes, it ain't my deal.
That's right.
I'm not the police. Okay.
I'm the police.
Yeah, I'm not the event police. I mean, that's up to somebody else.
Right, exactly.
Oh man, this is gonna be fun. I can see you and Katie running around. I think Katie actually played, in Phoenix. Actually hit balls with David running around.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I cannot wait to see them. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, because David it was him, Mike, Katie, Avery. I think Avery's husband and a couple other people that all came. because I think a lot of them all lived there in Phoenix.
Okay.
But they had like their own entourage party, you know. And I'd go, hey, where's the beverage cart? Anybody see the beverage cart? They go, Stevie, you ain't number one anymore. They're over there with David. I go, that just ain't right. So I told David I'm having more than one this time around, man. He can have his and I'll have mine.
I love that. The more the merrier, though, right?
Oh, yeah. And then, like I said, each group's going to have an NFL player in it. So we got a bunch of the former NFL players, alumni, and guys that have played in the NFL hanging out with each group. And hey, you know, and now that, but we're doing a little education on, you know, Wednesday morning after the golf when people try to sober up, and you know, just don't drink the tomato juice because I'm sure there's going to be some vodka in there for Bloody Marys in the morning.
The hair of the dog. It's required. It's a requirement.
Oh yeah. So
I like to have mine with a salad, like some bacon, some olives, you know.
Oh, I gotta tell you this. Oh, seeing how you love Fireball, okay?
Yeah.
Seeing how you love Fireball, I gotta let you in on the SGC Bloody Mary.
Oh, tell me more. Tell me more about the SGC Bloody Mary.
So it's your normal Bloody Mary, right? With your salad, okay? With the bacon and the celery and the olives and you know, a piece of okra, whatever you want. Okay.
Okra.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what you're talking about.
So it's got the normal vodka and the Tabasco and Worcestershire sauce in there. God, I could even say that word this morning. Then we throw in a little Fireball.
Okay.
Into the Bloody Mary. And you know what? People go, really? So that's what we did in Phoenix, right? That's where we got started. Man, it tastes so good because it puts that little bit of cinnamon flavor into the Bloody Mary.
I mean, I'll try it. It sounds good. I love a Bloody Mary.
Well, you can ask David and Katie about that too, because they tried a couple of those too.
Phoenix and Fireball and Phoenix. I'll ask them. I'll report back.
Oh man, I know one thing. My phone's going to be ringing this afternoon.
Why'd you tell Paige that? She's asking questions.
I'll say, David, everything is game when it comes onto the show.
That's right.
Hey, so I know you got a lot to do with Philadelphia coming up. I'm probably going to be flying to New Orleans on that Monday, be down there the week before the tournament, making sure everything is set up. Still walk around, go find some additional sponsors because we got plenty of room for people to sponsor, play golf. If you don't, play, you can come out, volunteer, help the kids. It's free for the kids to come play. But we got whole sponsors for $600. We got the corporate sponsorship of $1,400. It gives you 4 people to play golf. All the money's going to Cafe to help the underprivileged kids of the West Bank and it also helps the kids that are at Children's Hospital. We got live music with Damon Baptiste. Rumor has it the Emerald Ghazi might show up. We might even have the Lieutenant Governor wants to come and hang out with Paige and David and Stevie. Because he's already asked when he can show up, and we said, "Hey, baby, you can come all week. Just move on down from the state capitol to come hang out on the West Bank. We'll even find you a place to stay." So, I love it. So there's no telling who's going to be there celebrity-wise. I know David's talking to all kinds of people. So, hey, Paige, I'm glad that you came to work for him, even though it's been a couple months, because now I know who's running the show.
Oh, thank you. Behind the scenes, we're out here, we're doing stuff and things.
Well, not only that, but I know that if I reach out to you, David takes a few days because we know how busy David is. It's like, hello, David. David, are you there? It's about 3 voicemails later. He goes, hey, Stevie, can you call me at 9:00 Mountain Time?
Yeah. I know it's nice that we're on the Central Time. I'm not
y'all are.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, you forget when David says call him at 9:00, it's like 11:00 at night on my time. Like, yeah, David, I'll call you at 11, but look, you might have to repeat yourself the next day.
Exactly. We do the best we can with the resources.
Oh, you know it. Hey, Paige, tell David and Katie I said hi. Tell them we're looking forward to everything. And hey, I got the banners being made with the NACL, National North American Collegiate League, right?
That's right.
Yeah, and GTIF, use both those logos.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That'll I can't wait to see that. And thanks again for having me on, Stevie. This is awesome. We're gonna raise a lot of money.
So tell everybody how they can find you and David, before we leave, because I know that, you got GTIF Capital and everybody's trying to figure out how to get capital and the NACL. Right? So whichever email address you want to give them, or if you want to give them David's and have them email David instead of you, that works too.
Exactly. You can email David at gtifcapital.com or me, page.whalen@gmail.com. And also our website, davidchinpanda.com. It has a bunch of our program information, who we're partnered with recently. And if you want any more information, just feel free to reach out to me. I'm Pager Danger on Instagram. That's been my nickname my whole life. If you want to reach out to me there, you can do that too.
See, we didn't even bring that up of why you got the nickname Danger.
Pager Danger.
Yeah.
My dad called me Pager Danger when I was a little kid because I had made dangerous choices on the playground. I would go climb up into trees and fall down all around. I'm just a dangerous little kid. Stuck.
All right.
Danger.
I guess we'll start getting shirts and everything made up that say Pager Danger.
Yeah, that's when we play that hole. I expect Pager Danger. Let's go.
All right. Well, you heard it here, so you know what the banner. You know what the banner, the Mardi Gras whole banner's gonna have on it now.
That's right. Let the good times roll. How do you say it?
Let the good times roll, baby.
Right.
And Vegas has a little bit of that phrase, a lot of less talking, a lot more action, right? Because if it ain't fun,
absolutely, that's right.
And if it ain't fun, we ain't doing it. And shit, hell, it's all for the kids.
It's all for the kids.
Hey, go have some fun. Go find David. Wake him up. It's about time for him to have his second cup of coffee.
Absolutely, me too.
And when you catch up to him, tell him that he and I need to go over a couple things because I'm rocking his stuff because I know I got the banners being made, see what special stuff he needs, what he needs for his workshop. Actually, I guess you're just going to send it to me because I know you're putting it together. So I figure
today I'll get it to you later this afternoon for sure.
Damn, that's fast. Well, that'll be good because that'll be one less thing I got to deal with because it'll be done.
Right, exactly. We got to hurry. We got to get this done.
So I'm already figuring. See, I already know 3 of the things that are going on there. Okay. Probably the Bloody Marys up there. Yes. Probably beignets.
Probably, absolutely.
Yeah. So there's the 2, the third, and maybe the third one might be some king cake.
King cake, yes, and maybe one of those Kahlua cigars. Who knows?
Yeah, and we'll have the cigars because everybody can walk out back at the fire pit and smoke cigars and everything while we're up there. So, hey, yeah, just let me know, and I'll let you go back to work. We'll go have some fun. We're going to work on New Orleans. So, hey, everybody, you got to come to New Orleans on February 3rd through the 7th.
Let's go.
Let's go.
There.
Page Danger is going to be there. Pager Danger is going to be there.
Pager Danger is going to be there.
Danger is going to be down there. Oh, man, if David, man, I can see David giving you hell today. Hey, Pager Danger, what'd you say on the show? Pager Danger, why's my phone ringing?
Hey, this was great. This is the first time that I've been on a TV show ever. Or online show.
Well, in a couple of weeks, you'll be back on it with everybody when we do the live broadcast from the golf tournament and your workshop and going to see the kids and everybody that week when we tape the whole thing down there in New Orleans for a week.
Can't wait. It's going to be a good time.
All right, girl. Hey, just remember, if it ain't fun, we ain't doing it. And go grab one of them fireballs to start the day.
Okay, I will.
All right. See you later, Paige.
Bye. See ya.